Hello everybody, back here again for our vlog a day. Today is Thursday the 29th, and today was a lovely, beautiful day to be alive. Got up this morning earlier than I wanted to, but wasn't too bad. So got up and around, got a couple things done, got the dog outside, got her taken care of, all that good fun stuff there, which is working out good. And basically was able to get a couple things accomplished. Nothing too major. Went ahead and got in the hot tub. Karen got off to work without issue. Everything was smooth and hunky-dory there as well. So yeah, went ahead, had 3 different dogs getting scheduled to be dropped off, all within like a 30-minute window. But luckily, they're all good about texting me ahead of time so I can schedule. They're also good about, they're all repeat clients. They're all good about the concept of if something happens and one of them hasn't left yet, or the times roll over, they'll either set out on the street or wait across the street in another house, driveway and stuff, because they know they're all good about it. Because they know it's easier to move the dogs in and out when it's not multiple dogs coming in at once. So, but got in the, out. Had literally, as I was getting ready to go out to the hot tub, I was getting up. I got a text message from one of the clients wanting to know if he could drop his dog off extra early because his flights are messed up, and he was going to go play standby with all the different airlines and stuff, trying to fly out. And I was like, how soon are you thinking? He goes, I can be there in 15 minutes. And I said, head on over, I'll see you then. So didn't go to the hot tub, instead said held it and got ready, met him, got the dog in, set, eliminated one of the 3 getting dropped off during that half-an-hour window. So I knew that was going to make life a little easier there. So dog's a real good dog. I watch him quite a bit. He's met Piggy before, which is the little pit bull that's here. And Piggy's really old, but she gets grumpy often when she meets new dogs, and she has to be kind of told to knock it off when she's first meeting new dogs. So it's always a little bit sketchy when that happens. So had them together, had to kind of yell at Piggy a little bit to get her to distract herself, because she gets just so obsessed with like meeting dogs and she gets ornery about it. So I had that gone through. Once she gets over past that first like initial, like I gotta break her concentration. It could be something as simple as walking up and like just rubbing her butt, and other times I've literally just like chucked a toy over there near it, made a bunch of noise, and then she's like, oh look, toy, and then she's fine again after that. But that first time she meets a new dog, she is just total fixation on him, and it becomes a thing. I gotta break the concentration. But they got along great, everything's good. So I hung around in the morning, let them play a little bit. Karen had got off to work. She was still here when he showed up to drop the dog off. So we were sitting outside talking and bullshitting, and she was like wanting to go out. And I'm like, just open the garage door. Like, who cares? Like, you can leave as soon as the doors are open. I know we're blocking your driveway, but we'll see that and we'll move. But it was only a couple minutes, so wasn't a big deal there. But he took off. Karen got to work. I'm just hanging out with the dogs in the morning, having the best day we can have. And then came time to drop off one of the dogs, which they reached out, the other one reached out and said, hey, we're running late. Can we bring the dog like 40 minutes late? And I'm like, yeah, not a problem at all. So worked out fine there. The other dog was like, hey, we're leaving a little bit early. Can we drop off a little early? I'm like, yeah, that puts them like even that much farther apart. So the one dog's getting dropped off early is got some behavioral issues developed, I guess. We believe it's a brain tumor. She's 100% fine around people so far. Never saw any issue around people yet at all. But she has become aggressive around some dogs, and it's super scary when it happens. Last time it happened, it was, before it happened, like a little squabble, you could yell at her and she'd stop. This time, it didn't stop. So definitely she is no longer trusted in any way, shape, or form around other dogs. And the owners know that, and they're super happy that I'm still watching her, because they know she's getting the love, she's getting the attention as much as she can when I have our dogs and stuff. So especially like when Karen's home, Karen and her get along splendidly well. Still hang out a lot together while I'm out with the rest of the dogs, so it works good. So, but yeah, went ahead, got her dropped off, got her rotated through, got her outside so she could go out, pee on stuff and sniff things and all the good fun that comes with it. Rotated dogs through, put her back in the office, let the dogs out, so on and so forth as we rotate. The last dog got dropped off, and she's a really old little blue tick. She's like a major blue tick. She's so tiny. She is literally the tiniest little thing, but she is adorable on so many levels. So, but yeah, she went ahead and she got here. Everything went smooth. We were all good. found where she wanted to be, her comfort. She got introduced to Piggy, and Piggy became obsessed with her then. So we had to distract her again from that. So it is what it is. So I got 4 black dogs here. One's a blue tick, got a little bit of gray in her, but 4 black dogs, and it's so funny. One's isolated, the other 3 are getting along splendidly well, really well. Unfortunately, Eddie is the highest energy. Like, he wants to play the most, and the other 2 are pretty old, and they really don't want to play that much. So they're not getting near the energy burn off as you could. Thought about reaching out to Zoe's owners and saying, hey, do you want to bring Zoe over for like an hour or whatever? Let them chase each other around and wear each other out, because Zoe is the twin to Eddie, to the point that I literally have given the dog back to the wrong owner as a prank before. So yeah, they are literally going so well. So yeah, but didn't just let it go. Midday, as we were kind of rotating in and out, let the dogs back out, and as I went out there, I was like, what the hell's that noise? And it sounded like something was like beating the shit out of my fence. And I'm like, what the hell's noise? So I looked up and look, and it's the neighbor's dog basically running back and forth and banging against my fence, trying to get into my yard. And it's the neighbor's, I guess, street found pit bull, whatever. I guess they had adopted this thing off the street somewhere years ago, and it's attacked the mother's dog numerous times and can't be trusted and so on and so forth. But they've got like a chain link fence over there on their yard. There's like anywhere between a 8-inch and probably like a 2-foot gap between my wooden fence. And this dog had made its way over the chain link fence in between the two, and now is trying to break through my wooden fence to get to my yard. And if it would just go east, it would be free and could run the world. If it would go west, it would get stuck. If it would go north, it could be free. If it would go south, it hits my fence. And it's got 2 ways to go that are freedom, and 2 ways that basically lead it, or one way that leads it right to my fence where my other dogs are. And this dog, each time it is in that gap, tries to break into my yard to, I assume, attack and get my dogs, which is not a very good feeling. So I start yelling to the lady who's there. The lady who owns the dogs, it's her mother that's renting the place. The daughter lives there. Daughter's older than I am, I think, but when they're her pit bulls. But I'm yelling at her. Now the dog's stuck in between the fence. She can't get the dog back over. And I got my other dogs put back up inside, because in case that dog was to get through my fence, which it'd take a lot, but it could happen. And I'm like, holy crap. I'm telling her, like, hey, what do you got to do to get this shit fixed? Like, we can't keep having your dog. And the fact that she says, I don't trust that dog at all. She lives in a house with it, but I don't trust that dog at all. And her answer always is, and when last time we tried to break through my fence, saying, well, I don't know how it happens. We only had him out here about 10 minutes. We never leave the dogs out here unattended very long. And I'm like, bullshit, your dogs are out there for hours. I hear them out there. I'm out here also for hours, but I'm out here with my dogs. Your dogs are out there for hours by themselves. Nobody's else out there with them. So this 10-minute bullshit is a lie, but whatever. So I'm like, screw it. Went ahead and to get my run in. So she said something about her daughter supposed on the way. She's gonna be able to get the dog back inside and blah, blah, whatever. So she like hooked up a leash and tied it to the fence so it couldn't go anywhere. I'm like, the fuck is, I'm like, whatever. So I went my run. My dogs are locked in my house. Got back, went and checked the backyard, put the dogs out and checked on her. And the daughter's not home yet, but she couldn't pick the dog up over the fence. She tried to put like a step stool thing. The dog would climb the step stool and get back over the fence, but it didn't work. So I'm just like, oh, you gotta be kidding me. So I had to wait. Eventually, back inside, got my shower, got everything else was done. And as soon as the daughter got home, because the dog was back over their fence into their yard again. But the fact that each time the dog gets out of their fence, its first attack, its first goal is to get into my fence, to get to my dogs. Really, I find unnerving. It's not a good feeling. So yeah, that's always fun. So how are you doing? Better than I deserve. So I went ahead after my shower out there. Like I said, checked on him. Daughter's supposed to be home, get the dog back. So get back a little later. The dog was at least not between the fences. Don't know if it's inside or outside, but it was not between the fences at least. So yeah, there's that, which is always fun. So got the dogs, played around with them for a little bit, rotated them in and out like I do. Karen got home from work, and we decided to have leftover sloppy joes, so we knocked that out for a nice little meal. Had a nice little chat, talked about things in her day, things in my day, told her about the stupid dog and all the stupidity that comes along with that, hassle and BS in the process. But yeah, then after watching a little bit of Young Sheldon, headed back outside, rotated the dogs through like 3 more times, because when I have a dog that don't get along, it is a lot of rotating dogs, but it is kind of what it is. I also found out one of my clients had to put their dog down today, which was sad. I only watched it a few times, but he ended up with like a really bad tumor that was fat. It was grow huge, but they found it. Was having trouble like eating and drinking and pooping, and it was a whole thing. So felt really bad for them. They'd reached out and we chatted a little bit, which is always sad and kind of is what it is. But yeah, that adds to a little bit more of the stress. But yeah, had myself a nice cigar in the evening, enjoyed the weather, and then headed in, watched a little bit of Frasier, my lovely bride, had myself a snack, and wrapped it up and called it a night. So that's all I got for right now. We'll talk to you guys tomorrow. Have yourself a safe, wonderful day. Thanks for watching.